Hey, it's Bernie Goldbach. Let's look at Statcounter for visitor paths. You can find out some interesting things about people, how long they spend on a place. It's like looking over their shoulder at a heat map of their eyes and where they go. So to get there, you go into the recent activity, visitor paths. You may have to double click it and wait because it does configure to a part of a server that gives you some live information if you use a circular arrow button in the stats. So we'll go to Visual Paths for the 13th of October 2021, and that's going to go backwards in time maybe a day or two. As you see on the summary stats, there's been a high spike. It's a high watermark, actually, 63 different page views or visitors. Page views, 63 page views. Okay, now we'll go down over the look of visitor paths, and on the left-hand side, you see these circles, blue, with arrows, white. We'll find a target to look at. Yeah, here's one from Virgin Media in Dublin on around midnight on the 12th of October. They probably typed in something about Coffeefix or Dublin Coffeefix. And let's see what they did. Were they really interested in what I wrote about, the long-awaited Coffeefix? They're browsing from a desktop Safari for 14.1. Have a look. Okay, you can replay a recording of what they did. They came into the site. It loaded from InsideView.ie, February 24, 2010 item, steam-powered kitchen coffee fix of 2010. And I got it from Fix Coffee Couture. I'm not sure if somebody is running the Coffeefix service in Dublin that they were looking at, or just somebody looking at the brand, and different people commented back. So you can see people had signed up to follow Coffeefix on Twitter. Okay, maybe there's another more interesting one on the paths. We'll go back to the stats on Statcounter and look. The person who went this Coffeefix simply read the article in 30 seconds and left. It didn't go anywhere. He just left the site. Who else might be of interest? Hey, look, Virgin Media. Now, let's see. Somebody from maybe Facebook came into Nash 19. The story is about we have to get to Nash 19 Cork because, now they came from Facebook to look at this. And I know that Jeanette Doyle was in Facebook talking about this, and one other former student made a comment about it. So I made a comment that's readable in 24 seconds. On October 3rd, you can see someone paused over the image of Dylan and Cockpool, looking at freckled past, I think it's Erin O'Keefe's image when she visited Nash 19 back in 10 years ago. And she had Irish porridge with pumpkin seeds and rhubarb back then. They scrolled down and saw Paul O'Mahony's Irish English setter, and then a small service a table in the Pheasant Run B&B in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. They paused and looked at that. You can see the blue hash when they did it. Now they may go back up to the top of the website because they finished scrolling and then left. So 34 seconds to do all that. But they did see the images and they did read the words in the time they spent on that activity. And out they went. All right, we'll go back to the visitor paths again on the summary from Statcounter and have a look at maybe one or two others just to kind of explore what it shows us. Let's see. Another interesting thing might be either, well, there are no circles next to Amazon and Chai Wang Digital, which are just bots. So they have nothing to report except a ping here. Someone from DC is looking at the inside view, professional treatment of Bonsecours, Cork. We might have looked for the word Bonsecours, and they saw that I was there. And in just a few seconds, they looked at my comments and left. So look at the image, troublesome skin growth. They actually moved their mouse over that before leaving. The machine was used in cutting out troublesome skin growth and the bonds of cork. Do we have time for another one, I wonder? Is it worth looking at anything from anybody else? Well, normally I look at activity that's deep in paths. I think we might find Amazon. Nope, that's just a bot. No activity there. So there's no circled white triangle. And is there anything else in this clip that shows that? Oh, look, from the iCloud private relay. Interesting if someone's on a private relay or the VPN. RobertBrook.com is where the person started. So I need to look at robertbrook.com and see if I'm linked there. So I talked about NOE Talk being there with dirt that was radioactive back in the late 70s, early 80s. Walking the Coral Atoll and actually into the water outside the NOE Talk runway. Lots of stuff that's of concern to people. The Army Corps of Engineers was doing work there, trying to cap off radioactive dust. You can see the person looked at the plane I was flying and scrolled backwards to maybe look at another page. Yeah, they went to the top of InsideView.ie, scrolled down a story about Tipperary News and Tip FM. And I think they're trying to figure out what else I did. So they see that I wrote about NOE Talk and go into Cork for the skin care that I needed. And then maybe a few other things about Cork when we were there, eating in Cork, for example. They clicked on something, and the click was probably into continue reading professional treatment at Bonds, and then the page loads, and they see me in the post-recovery phase with my scar. And there you have it, Visitor Paths on Statcounter. Interesting to see how people actually scrolled, clicked, and looked. I'm Bernie, Top Gold on Good Social Networks. Bye for now.